And welcome to our 21st annual Passover Feast of Unleavened Bread. This is part 9 of Preparing for Rulership.
Passover is a feast commemorating the night when Yahweh killed the firstborn of the Egyptians, passing over the houses of the children of Israel. Yahweh killed the firstborn of the Egyptians' houses, and any Israelite that didn't stay inside, like he said, to free us. And that's what this season is about, to understand that it was you who was in bondage under Pharaoh in Egypt. Just as it is you that is in bondage in America. Are there any of you who think you're free in America? How many people feel like you're free in America? I got some smart people here, you know that? I don't even have to waste my time talking about the fact that you're not free. You already know it. Everything I say is in the Bible. The entire festival of 7 days following Passover is a feast of unleavened bread. Passover is 1 day, then you have 7 days feast of unleavened bread. So we celebrate a total of how many days? 8. So it begins on the evening of the 14th day of Abib. The Jews say Nisan, but the Bible says Abib. So what do we use? Abib. You see, we're the only ones that come together from around the world, because Yahweh said that's what you ought to do. Deuteronomy 16. So all have to come where I choose to place my name. Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 15. Read.
7 days shalt thou keep a solemn feast unto Yahweh thy God in the place which Yahweh shall choose, because Yahweh thy God shall bless thee in all thine increase, and in all the works of thine hands. Therefore thou shalt surely rejoice.
In order to be blessed, in order for all that you set your hand to be blessed, you must do as Yahweh instructs. It's right here in the Bible. You can't follow the Jews and be blessed. You have to follow the laws of Yahweh. You cannot follow the traditions of men and all that you set your hand to be blessed. You must actually journey to the place where Yahweh chooses to place his name. So we eat specified foods during this period, which are symbolic of our bondage and our exodus or deliverance. And you have to admit we need deliverance in America. We need a liberator. Now, Passover is a ceremony or a rite. Passover is an ordinance, meaning what? A requirement by Yahweh himself. Just as the Jews remind everybody about the Holocaust every month, every week, movies, everything, then we ought to keep in our mind the high holy days of Yahweh so we won't forget that we need deliverance. And once you get deliverance, you need to keep remembering it so you won't break Yahweh's laws to fall back into that trap again. Now, by going through this second slavery from Egypt and then here in America, you ought to be well convinced that you don't want to repeat this scene again. Are any of you convinced you don't want to have to go through the hell of slavery again? Where people that are unjust rule over you? Passover is an observance, a function, a duty. You know what duty means? Obligation, a requirement. It is not an option. It is not up to you to decide whether you want to or not. It's obligatory, set in motion by Yahweh. And you have the option not to keep it, all right. But if you don't, what punishment you suffer? What punishment you suffer when you decide, I won't go with Yahweh? Passover is a formulary. A formulary. Look that up. Formulary.
Formulary, a book or other collection of formulas. A statement expressed in formulas. A formula, a book containing the names of pharmaceutical substances and listing their uses.
Passover is a formulary. What does your dictionary say? Ecclesiastes? All right. Prescribed form used in the service of a church or religious structure. So that means you don't celebrate Passover like you want to. Yahweh prescribed it. In other words, you can't have the kind of bread you want. Well, what difference does it make? What kind of bread you have? Well, I already talked to you what the difference it makes. It's death if you eat any kind of bread but unleavened. And you must eat unleavened too. You can't say, well, I don't like the taste of unleavened. Well, you've got to eat it all week. Every day. Whether you used to the taste or not, it's a part of the feast. It's not an idea. You actually must eat some unleavened bread every day. That's the formulary. You were on the desert and all you left with was some unleavened dough, huh? You ate it, you would eat it every day. Don't tell me you'll be sophisticated and highfalutin and tell me about some taste. When you get hungry, you'll eat some unleavened bread. Passover is a solemnity. Anybody want to be educated tonight? Well, I'm educating you. Solemnity, look it up. Solemnity. To be a Hebrew Israelite, a member of the nation of Israel, you have to become a student, a scholar. We don't follow Yahweh as an ignorant people. We are made smart. We know what we're doing. That's why you can't turn us around. Give it to me.
Solemnity, the condition or quality of being solemn.
See, Passover is no joke. Feast of unleavened bread is not a joke. See, I notice I put the word in the correct form. I put it in the correct sense. See, it's your duty to perform Passover with solemnity. And until you get the definition, see, you didn't know what I was saying. And now you can go tell somebody, I went to Passover and I performed my duty with solemnity. I performed my duty of the formulary with solemnity. Get heavy, No, you're not trying to impress someone. You are learning what Passover is. And when you elocute to people you know that knew you didn't know God when you left, you come back talking about performing your duty of Passover, of formulary with solemnity. Yeah, Passover is a formulary, and I performed my duty with solemnity. Oh, Yahweh. Just go back and run that on somebody. It would provoke them to ask you a question. So you have a chance to discourse and baptize them in my ism so that they can become an ism. They'll be baptized in my ism and become a true ism. And then you will cause everybody to become congruent. But they will be mathematically sound, coming to the right conclusion. You'll be able to prove your answer. Beautiful serving Yahweh. This period of time, you must serve your duty with solemnity. You must observe this with a solemn, be solemn about the matter. Serious, with dignity, with respect, with honor, solemnity.
Solemnity, gravity, seriousness.
Look at those words. Gravity. Gravity is not talking about falling off a building.
A solemn observance or proceeding.
A solemn observance. A solemn formulary. A solemn prescription. Dictated, set down in writing, required of Yahweh, our Father. And he said, if you do this the way I'm teaching you, everything you set your hand to will do what? Prosper. How many of you want to prosper? You want riches and money, success and material. All you have to do is follow the laws of Yahweh. Follow the formulary, the observance of Passover, and the Sabbath with solemnity and gravity. Serious. See, all those words that stick in your mind like they stick in mine. You can do it. Passover is a spiritual symbol and a bond between Yahweh and us. It is sacred. This is a serious season. And you want to be able to return to your city knowledgeable. The knowledge of Yahweh is a blessing. It's high. See, Yahweh said he'll make you high above the whole. Deuteronomy 7:6. Read Deuteronomy 7:6.
For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy God. Yahweh thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Now listen, I have chosen you for myself. I am attracting you that I want from among my people to be my special people. All of you that receive me and accept me, I have already preordained you to be chosen. I chose you from the beginning. Before the earth was, I chose you. What proves that I am the mighty God is I come to a people without any power, who are powerless, have less power than all people on the earth. Praise God. And every single one of you that hear me and receive me and accept me, look what I'm going to do for you in Deuteronomy 17. I'm going to make you high above how many people? All people. Upon what? I take you like silver and gold and I heat you up and I melt you down and I cause that dross, that dirt, those impurities to float to the top, and I sweep that impurities away, and I leave you as pure as fine gold, perfect silver, something that becomes malleable and easily matted out and shaped and formed into priceless beauty before the whole world. And everybody say, that's a precious gift in the hands of Yahweh. Hallelujah. I think you can tell that you're in the presence of an unusual man. And I want you to accept my smarts. My purpose for living is to make you smart like me. I can't make you smarter than me, but I can make you smart like me. I want you to be as I am. I'm first class, I want you to be first class. I'm well-suited, I want you to be well-suited. I'm clever, I want you to be clever. I want you to be. Can you imagine a man that stands up for hours at night teaching you how to be clever like he is and charging you no money? You have to admit that anyone who walks away from me and the gifts that I'm offering needs prayer. I am the genius. I am the teaching deity. I'm the tutelary one. You have to take your pencil and papers out, your encyclopedias and dictionaries out and learn of me. You have to admit, see, don't worry about do you learn as fast as this brother. Forget that. That's a trick of Satan. That's not important. Learn at your rate. So don't worry about, I'm not learning as fast as somebody who seems smarter than me. No, you be just, see, it's not how fast you go, it's that you start on this road. And remember how long you got to straighten up forever. I'm offering you life eternal. You got forever to learn this. So let's go to work. There are no excuses in my class. Some will grasp this faster than others. But all of you can grab your own. See, let me show you a secret. If you just learn one of my divine attributes a day, when you learn one today, that means you know something today that you didn't know yesterday. Don't try to learn 10 because somebody else did. If you feel comfortable with one, That's what you learn today, but at least learn one. Don't get jealous of the other fellow learning 10 a day. Wonderful. Some of you will want to learn 2, some 4. But at least learn one. And guess what's going to happen to you? 365 days from now, you will have 365 new power drives. Years from now, you'll have 800. Four years from now, you have 1,600. 8 years from now, you'll have 4,000 power packed wisdom, knowledge, and understanding point of God. You'll have that much of God in you. Just think, today, look how easy it is. Every one of you can remember now observance. You've learned observance tonight already. You've learned formulary. There's a prescribed right formula. Oh, you learned that truth already tonight. And you've learned solemnity. Yeah. And next time you hear sagacious, you'll remember that. I mean, boy, you are something else already tonight. If I quit now, you high above everybody that you know, that you running with. You're going to run this down on your buddies and check that out. Yeah, they'll be saying, hey, man, I better go see Yahweh. You're getting ahead of me. Does everybody get the picture? No excuses, just one word. And if that one will be so good to you, huh? Nobody can hold you back.
This concludes part 9 of Preparing for Rulership.